Good morning, students. Due to COVID-19 hampering, we are faces different types of difficulties in our study. That's how our management and principals are arrange some online classes with the hard copy. You can collect these hard copies from our office by your parents and write according to your school notes on particular subjects. Today I discuss about chapter 1 standard 6 science. The topic was getting to know plants. You know that, students? Plant is the very beautiful part of our earth. Without plant we cannot live in life. That's why for go through these points you should analyze some points to the plants. That means types of plants, classification of flowering plants and parts of the plant. Types of plants means flowering and non-flowering plants. That means which have some flowers. For example, mango, apple, rose, you know, in your surrounding, they are present in your surrounding. And you know the non-flowering plants that do not have flowers. These are ferns, algae, and etc. But most important thing is classification of flowering plants. Now we go through basis of structure and size. First one is herbs. Small plants with soft green stems. They do not grow more than 3 to 4 feet. They may not have branches. They are mustard, sunflower, wheat, and etc. And second thing is shrubs. Medium-sized vegetable plants with the hard and woody stems. These have stem branching. Example: rose, lemon, China rose, etc. And third one is trees. Plants are very tall, hard and thick stems. These have a main trunk with branches. Example: mango, neem, babul, etc. And the fourth part is creepers. You know, the plants with weak stem which cannot stand upright, they spread on the ground. They are pumpkin, watermelon. And last one is climbers. Plants that need support to stand and climb up. Example: pea, money plant, grapevine, and etc. This is the basis of structure and size. Now, on the basis of lifespan, they are annual plants, biennial plants, and perennial plants. This is one goes to classification of flowering plants. Now we go parts of plants. Parts of plants mainly root system and shoot system. Root system means an underground part of the plant is called root system. And what is shoot system? An above the ground part is called shoot system. Root system, it's also divided into two parts: taproot system, fibrous root system. Taproot system, that means the primary root is thick and long. It grows vertically downwards in the soil. It's called true root also. Example: gram, bean, pea, radish, carrot, etc. Fibrous root system, that means the primary root is short-lived. It is replaced by a cluster of fiber-like roots. That means some thread-like, which all the branches of the root arise from a common point. That means these are also called adventitious root. Example: wheat, grasses, paddy, and some characteristic of roots. They are non-green underground part of the plant. They grow in the soil to extract water. They grow away from sunlight. they have a number of lateral branches. And main function of the root helps in holding the plant firmly in the soil. Root absorb water and minerals from soil. Roots of plant hold the soil particles together. This is main root system. Now we go shoot system. So shoot system, it is the aerial part of the plant. It includes main stem, branches, leaves, buds, flowers, fruits and seeds. First of all, we discuss about what is stem. It holds the plants up. It helps move water up. It holds the other part of the plant. Then leaves. The leaves are green and flattened structure. That means they arise from the nodes and of stem and branches. And leaves is the kitchen room of our plant we know about. Then structure of a leaf, go through book and find there is a picture of leaf. This one is lamina, midrib and veins, petiole and leafy base. We can discuss about leaf base. A leaf base is attached to the stem with its leaf base, and a petiole, it is the leaf stuck, it connects the leaf of the stem, and the lamina, this is the green flat and broad part of the leaf, and the midrib, that is midrib forms the middle axis of the leaf blade. And there is a very networking of veins which is called venetation, and sometimes after photosynthesis process, the leaf evaporates some water particles towards the air, that is called transpiration. Plants give out extra amount of water in them through leaves in the form of vapor. This process is known as transpiration. And also the function of leaf. Leaves prepare food for the plant. That's why it is called kitchen house of plant. Leaves help to evaporate the excess of water. Leaves prepare the food by the process of photosynthesis. The process of preparing food by the leaf in the presence of water, which is from root system, and carbon dioxide from air, sunlight, direct sunlight, and there is a chlorophyll present inside the green leaf. With this process, they prepare their food. It's called photosynthesis. Now, another part, that is very beautiful part of a plant, that is flower. Flower is called beautiful part of a plant, and the structure of a flower go through the book, and there is sepals, petals, androecium and gymnasium. Sepals, it is the outermost part of the flower, and the cover and protect the flower when it is bud, and the protect the developing flower from heat, cold and other damages. Petals, it is the second whole of the flower. They are modified leaves and are bright in color, and it is found around the reproductive part of the flower. Then androecium, it is the third whole of flower. It is the male reproductive part where there is androecium is present, and near the gymnasium is present. It is the female reproductive part of a flower. And now we discuss some points about plant. For better, you can go through book and collect the hard copy. Thanks, my dear students.